Well, guys, for all the Trump supporters, you will not be getting your food stamps, they're saying, as of November. And the entire internet is in a little razzle dazzle. And I'm like, why the hell y'all vote for a man that doesn't even support programs like that? Okay. So, being that the government is shut down, millions of Americans are at risk of losing food stamps next month amid the government shutoff. Roughly 42 million people are at risk of losing critical food assistance in November amid the federal government shutdown. And it's not clear whether the Trump administration will step in to find the funds to continue paying benefits, as it has with other priorities. As it has with other priorities. While we are in a government shutdown, Trump is tearing down the damn White House and running up the taxpayers' bills because he's steady incurring more and more debt for everybody to fund when he is firing people from government jobs. We know that the Republicans has the majority, so the government don't even need to be shut down. You don't even need the Democrats to agree with what you're saying. You can really open the government. What Trump is trying to do, he's trying to cripple the economy. People need this food assistance, which I don't understand why they would have voted for Trump, but that's not either here nor there. It says the food stamp program will run out of money in 2 weeks. The, the Secretary of Agriculture told reporters at the White House on Thursday. So you're talking about millions and millions of vulnerable families, of hungry families that are not going to have access to these programs because of this shutdown, she said. Now, like other members of the Trump administration, Rowland's cast blame on the Democrats, posting on X Thursday that they are putting their political agenda ahead of food security for American families. Well, here's the deal. We know that the Republicans have all three branches of the government. So by the Republicans having all three branches of the government, they can open the government. But again, Trump is trying to cripple this economy. And what is a way to start? If when people are starving and they need food, one thing they won't do is get out and vote. Democrats have argued Republicans are at fault for being unwilling to negotiate a spending deal that includes the extension of expiring enhanced Obamacare premium subsidy. So let me make sure you guys understand what's going on. Okay. The issue is medical care. A family that makes, I think they use the example of 80 something $1,000, a family of two, health care would go from $400 and something to $2,400, a little over $2,400. So that's the gig. That is the problem. People can't afford that. So, we're in a really messed up place.
Motherfucking orange man J. Trump. I'm gonna tell you just like this. What the fuck you mean? Who ain't getting that goddamn food stamps in goddamn November? Cause I'm getting my goddamn shit. I don't know about the rest of you motherfuckers, but I'm getting my shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you just like this. On Jesus Lamar motherfucking Christ, I will be at motherfucking Walmart with my steel toes on and my motherfucking helmet, and I dare a bitch try to stop me from walking out that motherfucking store with my groceries. Baby, I'm 250 pounds solid. Baby, you want to see a human motherfucking bulldozer, baby? Because that's what the fuck I'm going to turn into. If you think you going to stop me from leaving out that goddamn store with my motherfucking monthly groceries that I get every goddamn month, I ain't bothering no goddamn body, okay? Why the fuck is y'all bothering me and my goddamn food? I'm just so tired of his big back, bald head, cradle cap having ass. Shaped like a motherfucking penguin any motherfucking way, albino motherfucking walrus looking ass. I'm sick of him. Like, it's gonna be an episode of goddamn Snap if y'all turn them goddamn Snap benefits off, I can tell you that.
Woo! Honey, the people are going off.
It is official. Baby, no food stamps for November. And people are officially crashing out. They say due to the shutdown, no food stamps. No food stamps for November. And you know November is Thanksgiving. So you mean to tell me President Trump and Republicans, you mean to tell me that these people who never receive food stamps is not going to be able to get food stamps for the month of November, which is an actual holiday? Not just it's a holiday, it's the fact that people need their food, and that's their only way to buy food. So that's what y'all doing now? That's what y'all doing? That these kids not gonna have anything to eat? So that's what we doing? Okay. It's official.
Guys, this is a mess. What are you gonna do?
Like this, I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke in this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm gonna have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you gonna think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass.
Well, let me say something, hun. You're going to jail. Not only are you going to jail now for stealing something most likely is going to be over $500. So now you have a felony. But also, now you're threatening to put your hands on someone who is just doing their job. Right? So you'll be going to jail. Your children will probably be given to the state so they won't have to worry about eating. If you want to play silly games, silly things happen. Stealing is okay as long as you're getting food for your children, right? Anybody who has this mindset is what's wrong with our community. It is not okay to steal. It is not okay to put your hands on someone who is doing their job. So you're going to jail, and anyone else who thinks like this and does this is going to jail. There are people who are out here who are worse than you or in a worse predicament, and they're choosing to handle it a different way, going to food banks, using whatever resources that they can. Just $75 can get you along as long as you're not buying the snacks. You're not buying the extra drinks. You're not buying this and that and that. If everything was to be cut off as of today, right? Let's just say they say, hey, look, we're never bringing back food stamps. What are you going to do? Are you just going to steal and go to jail, get your children taken away from you, put your children in the system? What would you do? If this was a third world country, what would you do? The mentality of I'm going to steal, rob, and beat up anybody who gets in my way is ridiculous. It should be simple as, okay, well, hey, look, there's a down moment. We're going to have to sacrifice the chips and the drinks and the eyelashes, the nails. We're going to have to sacrifice some things because it's a hard moment, right? We're not going to be able to do what we want and everything like that. So that we can have food, so that my kids can have food, peanut butter and jellies, noodles, whatever the case may be to get us by this moment. Because the government will open back up. But you think that a temporary moment means you need to do the drastics. You're willing to loot, steal, and beat up anybody who gets in your way. That is not okay. And that's not something you should stand for. At the end of the day, government assistance, not government entitlement. You are not entitled to what you are given. For you to even say you would put your children in a worse predicament by you going to jail for something that's temporary, go to a food bank, go get the resources that you can. But stealing and hurting someone else's child is not going to put you in a better predicament. If you don't have the money now to take care of your children and to feed your family, you won't have the money for the bills to pay for your lawyers that you're going to need if you put your hands or steal from a company, especially Walmart. Let's be real.
So anything over $500, and I'm assuming you're in Illinois, right? Because you said link card, right? So anything over $500 is a felony. So not only will you get a felony, but if you put your hands on someone's child, you will get battery, most likely, aggravated assault, whatever the case may be. But that's not putting you and your children in a better predicament. And everybody who's in her comments saying, yeah, I'm going to do that too. Yeah, we looting, we stealing. We need to do this. Everybody on this app saying, yeah, they want us to loot. Trump wants this. No.
Y'all straight up like.
Well, guys, hopefully you all make, I don't know. What are you going to do? If you depend on food stamps to eat, I don't know what you're going to do. But this is something to think about. You had an opportunity when you went to the polls to make a decision. What in your mind made you pull a felon that has 34 felonies, a man that has been told in court that he SA'd somebody, but this is who you guys picked, a man who decided to post an AI video of him shitting on a crowd of peaceful protesters.